Hi everyone, it's Julie from Sprouts and Stems here. Literally just hit my chair, already messing up in the first 3 seconds of my video. Anyway, hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be a plant tour. There's a little sneak peek for you in the back. I've been doing a plant tour once a season, so it's time to film a winter plant tour. So I'll take you around my apartment and show you what's new and just be talking about plants and stuff. And yeah, please be sure to like and subscribe, like this video and subscribe to my channel if you like this kind of content. And I don't want to forget to mention, I just opened a shop, an online shop. I'm selling terrarium kits and plant mounting kits. So I'm really excited about that. Please check that out. The link is in the description. And okay, now we will get started with the plant tour. Okay, so here we are above the sink. I made sure the sink was nice and clean for you guys. I did all the dishes. So I have this mounted little crocodile fern that I made this in last week's video. I'm pretty sure it was. So yeah, this is just hanging out above my sink right now. I think it looks pretty against the white tile. It doesn't get a lot of light over here, so every few days I like move it over to the window just for a little bit. But yeah, so far so good with this. Over here, now this doesn't always stay here. This is just me about to do things with it after this video. I have this Hoya compacta that I've had for a while. It was a gift from my aunt. She had it and then she gave it to me. And I've just always struggled with Hoyas. Like, it has, this arm is really nice and healthy. And then this one a few months ago, it sprouted a new one, super nice and healthy. But then this used to be like this long, and it's just been yellowing. Then this one is kind of starting to do it. I don't know, guys. It's like not healthy, but also healthy. So I'm going to see if I can maybe like propagate, even though these don't look that great. Maybe I can propagate like a few pieces. But yeah, so that's normally in my greenhouse cabinet, just over here right now. And moving to the windowsill. Now it's a little bit cold. It's New Jersey in the middle of January, but as alocasias have a dormancy period, it's okay by the cold window for a little. Actually, this is a new leaf. This is looking really nice. I'm kind of surprised at it, aside from this stuff. I don't know what that is, but I'm kind of surprised it put out such a nice leaf in the middle of winter. And here we have Spanish moss. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I just kind of clumped it all in there. It looks a little weird, but whatever. Spanish moss definitely needs to be watered soon. Also, you will see I still have my Christmas decorations up, so don't judge me. They're just so nice and cozy, and I honestly cannot bear getting rid of them yet, so you'll just have to deal with my Christmas decorations. Philodendron Brazil, looking beautiful as always. It's got some cool, like, solid leaves, but plenty of Brazil leaves. Down here, I'm growing moss in these containers. I don't know, they're doing okay. I'm not sure exactly like how much growth has actually been happening, but like this one's looking a little questionable and this one's looking okay. And then Philodendron micans on its funky bendable moss pole. I need to do some rearranging and like twirling of the stems that have, or the vines that have grown a lot. Like this one has really been like flopping over. But overall, it's doing well. And then I'll show you the table in a second, but you just have Mr. Crocodile Fern up here. He's thriving as always. He was just watered a few days ago, so he's pretty good to go in this Vanda basket. And yeah, he loves it up there. Now, moving down to the table, I've got this little baby alocasia, I'm pretty sure was like half dead. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with it. I just wanted to like try putting it in here. It's one that I grew from a corm from this alocasia. This, I found at Goodwill a few months ago, and obviously I saw it and had to have it. I mean, look at it. Perfect propagation station. These are just cuttings from this guy, just keeping them in there. More cuttings just in this cool frog display, terracotta frog. And little terrarium with some Micans cuttings. Oh, that one's super light. But they are all Micans cuttings, so that's interesting. This little moss terrarium, literally have had it in there for like 8 months. Have barely opened it. It's doing, yeah, I mean, it's doing just fine. And this was a broken plant mister that I didn't want to get rid of because it's so pretty. So I was like, oh, terrarium. String of hearts. These are cuttings that I took a while ago from my bigger one that you'll see in a minute. So I propagated these in sphagnum moss, and I wasn't going to keep them there originally because string of hearts don't want to remain wet. But it's like thriving in the sphagnum moss, so I'm just going with it. We have beautiful rippled peperomia here. It's a very dramatic plant. Like, when it's too dry, it'll literally be completely and totally just droopy and like dire situation. And then you water it and it's like this. So beautiful, but dramatic. I love it. It's so pretty. And then, let's see, I think this is the last thing over here. Yeah, then succulent. You know, it is what it is. It's growing, it's doing fine. A little bit weird looking, but that's okay. And coming over to my little craft area, this is obviously not a plant, but just showing it off, my mosaic piece. I've had this for like months. It took me so long to do this pattern, and then I was like, I needed a break, so it's been waiting to be grouted, but I'll do that eventually. And then I have this beautiful orchid I got a few weeks ago, actually just from the grocery store. I've been so afraid of orchids. Like, do you guys do this where like you fail with one plant like a million years ago and then you never want to touch that plant ever again? That's me with orchids. I had a few orchids like 4 years ago and I killed them very quickly, and I've just been avoiding them ever since. But now I'm like, no, like I am not the same person who I was 4 years ago, and I think I can give it a try and see what happens. So far so good. It already had the flowers on it when I bought it, but it did bloom a few more flowers, so I'm giving myself credit for that. Oh my god, literally the other day, I was admiring it as I'm doing right here, and I picked it up to bring it over to the sink to water it, and I dropped it on the floor. I was like, are you kidding? Like, doing such a good job, and then I just drop it. But it survived. String of pearls. Beautiful, gorgeous. Doing well. And now moving over to the greenhouse cabinet. Just give you a quick look and then I'll go in and talk about everything. So the Hoya was on that shelf normally, so that's why there's an empty shelf. So here are just some cuttings I have propagating. I have ripple peperomia, Micans, and philodendron Brazil. Another Hoya. I still don't know officially what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a Hoya kentiana. Actually, I'm going to open this. Let me move this guy. It's such a slow grower, but like, it's, yeah, I mean, it's doing pretty well. And Mr. Fishbone Cactus, who I love so much. Little crispy bit right there. That's okay. Lots of new leaves. Or, I don't know, is it a stem? Is it a cactus stem? Very pretty. Let's see, I haven't watered him in a while. Oh, he's still good. And string of hearts. Now, normally I keep my string of hearts on this table, but I just moved into here because I was feeling like all the hearts weren't getting like a nice even amount of light, so I just put it in here for a few days. Ooh, nice and succulent. Don't mind me. And more cuttings. Those are, what are those? Oh, that's just some of my philodendron Brazil that reverted. I no longer have my like bigger Peperomia obtusifolia, but I took off the healthy cuttings. It was just getting so unbelievably leggy and like there was nothing I could do about it. So I did have to say goodbye to that plant, but I did take the healthy, that's a little bit, yeah. I did take the healthy branches off of it, and yeah, that's the root situation. So that's it for the greenhouse cabinet. And coming back to the window really quick, I almost forgot, but I found that at Goodwill also a few weeks ago. And yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my God, perfect for mounting a plant on. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. I was thinking of putting the orchid on it, and I think that would be really beautiful, but I feel like there's just something more that needs to be done with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll get like one or two more smaller orchids, or just smaller plants in general that can be mounted and make kind of like an artsy plant situation. But I just wanted to show you guys that. And then we'll come back over here to continue. Mr. Beautiful Monstera that I've had for a while now. He's looking a little bit leggy in some parts, but that's fine. Here, I'll give you a full shot. And then Neon Pothos, which I potted in this cute little secondhand teapot. I don't always keep him there, but I wanted to give him some light from the greenhouse cabinet. And coming over to the coffee table, I'm going to be very careful to not accidentally show you my bed over there. I live in a studio, so my bed's over there. It's unmade and it has laundry all over it. Anyway, I have my terrarium here, or one of my terrariums. It's a Pearls and Jade Pothos and a Bromeliad. Also, secondhand piece. Love it. Christmas decorations. And actually, last but not least, or two things, last but not least, I'm trying a different setup with my pitcher plants. I have toothpicks in there as little stakes because these kinds of pitcher plants are vines, so they actually do like to have some support. It's pretty wet in there. I have the lid off usually just because I don't want it to get like too wet, but I put it back on for the video because it's pretty. And I don't know if you can see, but there's one picture that is past its prime, needs to be snipped off, but I'm still figuring out the pitcher plants. I really, in general, love carnivorous plants, and I really want to get better at growing them. So, still learning. They're babies, but for the most part, they're doing well. And it's pretty wet in there, so again, lid will come off after the video. And now, last but not least, terrarium. You guys have seen this before. I'm trying to turn it, it's not working. This shelf is not stable at all, so it definitely is risky to like have this big glass thing on the shelf, but it's been fine so far. And actually the pitcher plants used to be in here, but I just wanted to change things up. So this is an Enjoy Pothos and another bromeliad. And I just want to give you guys a good view. Actually, I probably could definitely go in and take some cuttings. So maybe I'll do that soon. And I do have, you can see I have a grow light back here, which is necessary because there is no window over here. So that's it for today's plant tour. I'm out of breath. Whenever I do these kinds of videos, and I'm like, walking and talking shouldn't be that hard. I literally, like, I think that was my workout for the day. I'm like so out of breath. But hope you enjoyed the plant tour. Always changing things up. I don't get new plants all the time just because I try to like restrain myself, but I do really enjoy changing up my displays a lot. So I hope you liked seeing some of the things that I've done. But yeah, that was January 2023 plant tour. I think there's a train about to come behind me, so I'll say bye. Please like this video and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day. There we go.